listeners, it's time for another spooky story on sorority. You're listening to Good Time Society. I'm your host and GM for this evening, Gina DeVivo. I am joined by the effervescent Krystina Arielle playing Iffy Fitzgerald.
Hi.
We have the incandescent Boots Pumpernickel, played by Becca Scott.
Boots was my mother. Call me Bootsy.
Oh, Bootsy! And Sophia Marie, the ever-talented tickler of the keys, played by Surena Marie.
Hello.
Hello. And now let's get into it. A day has gone by. We push in through a pane of glass, sanitary white walls, and beige litter every ounce of this place. There's motel art on the wall to make sure that those who are staying here have a smile on their face. Sophia Marie is sitting by the side of Peter Clover, a man found unconscious, a man who is so dear to the women sitting by his side. Sophia is sitting across from Naomi O'Bannon, who has long been asleep after you watched this woman stay up for hours and hours clinging to her husband's side. She is asleep. She is snoring. Peter has no response. He is out cold. He has a giant gash along his brow down to his cheek. There are strangulation marks around his throat. The bruising a day later is starting to be more clear, the fingerprints more clear of where they pressed into his skin. The cut on his eye has been bandaged, but the swelling is starting to disfigure the man that you have come to be so close to, the man who trusted you, the man who you saw but a few hours ago lying here. The prognosis has already been told to you several hours ago by some doctor, some nurse, someone who walked in and uttered something at you, something about being unconscious, something about not knowing when he'll wake up, something about possible brain damage. But you've also heard that they have a suspect. They have someone in custody who is being held. It has taken every ounce of you to not run into that room, as you've been hearing them investigating someone next door, someone who is also hurt, something strange. But this person, they believe, is the person that hurt Peter, and he's right next door.
I take Peter's hand.
Mm-hmm.
It is the same knots and the same paper-thin skin. And I look at him and I say, please, Peter, please, you have to tell me what to do here, because it is taking everything in me to not go over there and just... How could they do that to you? How could they hurt you? I'm just a gentle man. You were so gentle, and I just need your guidance. You can't be... I know if you were here, you would tell me to be strong, and also to tell me to march in there and you know, knock him out. But that's not in my nature, Peter. So I don't know what to do, but I'll tell you what, I will do anything I can to make sure that you are brought to justice, that no person that has hurt you can continue to hurt others, and that they will pay for what they did here.
Make an intuition roll.
Okay. That's wild. That's a failure, but it was all threes. So is that lucky?
No, unfortunately, that is just a failure.
Okay.
You cling to this man's hand, hoping to make a connection, hoping he can hear your voice.
Mm-hmm.
And you do start to hear a voice. You look up at him and check, and no, his eyes are still closed. His mouth unmoving, his breath shallow and heavy and hoarse, but you still hear it. In dreams I hear a melody, a hymn straight up from hell, a haunting song. Naomi continues. Of woe and warning, a horrid future tell. The ire of the looming enemies is coming for you all.
Naomi?
She slowly raises her head. As the security you've come to know will inevitably be your fall.
Naomi, please, just snap out of it.
Her face raises, and you see her eyes are white.
Oh.
What happened to your leadership? What will become of you?
What's happening?
The only
Naomi,
thing
please.
I see
Naomi,
for
please.
you is never but doom.
I run out.
You run as you flee from this woman, and we cut over to Bootsy. You are standing on the doorstep of the apartment that he used to rent for you, the place he used to keep you secret, but fancied and lavished with goods and gifts.
I promised myself I'd never come back here. I hate it. Okay, Bootsy, get it together. Get it together. Ow. All right. I knock.
You knock. You hear a quick stumble from behind the door. And in a big gust swing, you see him, Ryan. He's disheveled. He's just woken up. He looks like he may have slept on the couch. He's in his boxers, and he's got a big white overshirt sort of draped in front of him like he was trying to get dressed quickly. Oh my gosh, Dollface! Oh my gosh, Dollface!
Don't doll face me.
Oh my gosh, you look as radiant as the sun.
Aren't you gonna pull me in so no one sees me?
Yes, no, of course. Yeah. Come in. Of course. I can't believe you're here.
Why aren't you at your house with your wife? What are you doing in the secret apartment?
Baby, you got my note, right?
Yeah, it said you can't stop thinking about me. I knew that from the second we met.
No, baby. No, I left her. I left her for you. I've been...
Is that a second note? Was that on the back?
No, the note says I left her for you. I've been sleeping in this apartment. I didn't even want to stay in the bed because I didn't know if you'd join me. I've been sleeping. I just can't believe you're here.
Nothing makes any sense anymore, Ryan.
You got the note, right? I gave it to you. Look, you
Shut up for a second. What time of day do you think it is?
It's morning.
I look out the window. Is there a sun?
There is a sun.
I think I never woke up. I go over to the couch with the pillow.
Baby. I never want to wake up when I'm not with you. I only want to be in your arms. Do you think we could just cuddle for like 4 minutes?
Freeze right there. Don't you come any closer and put your pants on.
Oh, are we doing a role play again? I'll get on my knees for you, baby girl. Do whatever you want.
No, it's not that. Not this time. Although that was fun. Remember when I was the nurse?
Do I ever? So no. You want me to have smallpox again? Okay, I got it.
You know I... No. That's not why I'm here.
No, I got
Ryan,
a couple of bumps on my bum.
Look, I told you. It's not the time for that. You know how much you're irresistible when you have bumps on your bum. No. Ryan, stop it. Okay, you know those crazy books you're always reading? The tomes and the arcane and this and that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I can get into that. You want to play like a little god versus a little worshiper?
Sure. Yeah. We'll role play god and worshiper.
You are my goddess. You are an ancient one above all else. Command me. Tell me what to do.
Okay. Well, hypothetically, if I'm your goddess,
yes.
That maybe I need you to worship me with a symbol. Maybe a symbol like this labyrinth here. I had drawn a picture on my hand.
Yeah. Oh!
It's a little sweaty and like melty.
Sure. I'm gonna say, give me a presence roll. I want to see if you can shake him out of dirty talk and sort of understand that you don't want him to improvise right now.
Well, Gina,
Or would you have something
This is
else?
a tricky position.
What would you
because
like to do?
I don't know. This scene, I only
You
have
can do-
66s.
Yes.
And
you have
I-
66s.
That's through this whole scene. And
That's
so
through
I
this
need to
whole
use
scene.
them wisely.
You need to use them wisely, but also...
I feel like it's not easy to get him out of this, though. So I will use half.
No, this boy has been waiting for over 24 hours after he gave a note, after he got kicked out by his wife. You have been his saving grace. This boy is thinking about nothing else but the bumps on his bum and the fact that you are now his goddess.
Hold on. Did he get kicked out or did he leave her? It's different and it matters.
It is different and it matters.
Ooh.
Would you like information?
We'll get to that. I'm going to start with this presence roll.
Please?
I got 1-6.
One
And that-
6.
That's, I needed a 5 up.
Yes, that is okay. I will say, Ryan kind of gives a confused, okay, sure, this isn't what I had in mind, but if you want to pretend to be...
Listen, Ryan, you give me real information. You tell me nothing but the truth for the next 15 minutes, and I'll look at your bum.
Okay. I am ready for my checkup. He sits down, crosses a leg, and turns his shirt inside out, or right side round to look more closely like a hospital gown with his backside exposed, and says, "Look, if you want to pretend to be Krothowaka, I'm not gonna complain."
Krothowaka?
Yeah, that's the symbol of Krothowaka.
Yeah, no, I'm the goddess Krothowaka.
Oh.
Tell me more about what you worship about me specifically.
Oh, okay. You want to slither all over me and give me a checkup?
You think I'm a snake god, lady?
Yeah, you're the one who wanted to do the role play. Krothowaka. We got the labyrinth. We've got...
I appear before you.
Oh, yes.
Slithering with snakes all dripping from the ceiling.
Oh, I'm so lost. I'm so lost in
biting
all
you.
of your garden.
They're biting you on the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes and the tips of your... And what else do you know about Krothowaka?
Okay. I'm going to have you make another roll because you're trying to continue to make him not... That was one success. I'm going to just need one more success or any other narrative to snap him officially out of.
Can I roll
Sex
with
mode.
wits?
Absolutely.
Because I'm trying to get him to go brainy with me.
Okay, so you're appealing to the academic side, his hobby side.
That's 2 successes, 2 4s, and wits is my best skill.
Wow. Hey, Boo, what's your special interest?
Talk nerdy to me.
Talk nerdy.
You see, he is beyond giddy. He runs over like a good little boy to his desk and he pulls out a book and he hands it over to you while down on his knees and opens to a passage. And as you look down and survey them, would you like me to read it to you, oh dear ancient one?
Sensually.
He then begins to read you passages about devout followers of Krothowaka. One of the ancient gods has a lot of imagery of serpents and worms and labyrinths, which he has already shared with you. There are pictographs of how old this being has been represented in labyrinth form. And you read about how he doesn't seem to be malicious in nature, just like all ancient gods, ambivalent to what fears a human experiences, what sort of pain a mortal has. And you see that the followers there is a passage on their followers, and they follow the true path of Krothowaka. It is said that those who walk it gain inspiration of ideas and enlightenment. And if you reach the center, you will be transformed and reborn anew. This being offers knowledge. Is there anything else with your one last die that you would like to try to get information on or about specifically before we move scenes?
Ryan?
Yes, my horrible, ancient, benevolent goddess.
Oh, I love that.
Would you like to smite me?
You know I would, but first, there's one thing I have to know. She leans down as he kneels before her, so their noses almost touch. Did Marcy kick you out, or did you leave her for me? You have to tell the truth.
I left. For you.
I smooch him!
You smooch and smooch and smooch, and I guess probably do some of the other stuff too.
That's the same word.
We are in a snazzy joint. If the Clover Club feels like family and booze and gambling and everything covered in sticky secrets, this place is like a shining star. The Nightingale is the premier music joint in all of Arkham. The best of the best play here. You've been offered residency many times here, and without fail, you have turned it down. But you find yourself within these halls, on stage. A couple of fat cats in the back with big grins as they smile at their songbird. The tables are decorated beautifully, Art Deco. There's crystal chandeliers. The tables have napkins and menus made of cloth. This place is beautiful.
Thank you all so much for letting me perform here this evening. I'm very excited to be here. And she comes down on a moon, like a bedazzled moon from the side.
Moon entrance.
And I'm not going to get there yet. But she comes down on a moon. She's dressed to the nines, like more gone out than she's ever been. Just has to get these people to understand she is here for them, but she really just needs everyone in front of her. Thank you all so much for coming tonight. It's an honor to be here at this club. Sorry, I'm just used to more fulfilling family environment than this, but
A smattering of polite and snobbish snorts and snickers rumble throughout the crowd.
And there is a slight smile turning up at the corner of Iffy's mouth. There's a scandal brewing like hops on a farm, and it appears I'll have to twist a few arms. You see, somebody here has got the info I need, and I've got a lousy temper, so won't you listen closely? There's something lousy in the sauce, and it's affecting me, you see. So someone give me answers. And she reaches behind her bag, and she pulls out a glass bottle with a rag soaked in gasoline in it and a torch in her right hand. She says, so someone give me answers, or I'll blow you to smithereens. Do I have any takers?
Do you have any takers? You say. The crowd erupts in panic. We entered a structured scene right now. You have taken out a weapon in a joint that is very heavily guarded from other higher up sources. There's a handful of celebrities in the audience who've got their own bodyguards, but you instigated this. So you get to go first, and I'm going to have you do a roll. You sang, you pulled out a cocktail. Hypnotic tone. I assume you're attempting to intimidate to get some answers. Is that correct? Would that say your intention would be?
Sure, it's a threat.
Yeah, a threat. Yeah, you're trying to intimidate by threatening to blow up the joint. Wink. Okay, great. Then please do a presence roll.
Intuition? No?
Knowledge?
All right, let's try this.
Did you get one success?
No.
Okay. The crowd.
But what about the insight?
You can spend that insight at any time.
Yeah,
spend it.
Spend it.
I would like to spend my insight so that I can incite a fire in this building if they don't give me answer. Oh, sorry. Too far. My bad.
You sing your song, but you didn't black out this time. You remember the words you sang.
Mm-hmm.
And when that happens, that doesn't always make the crowd go the way you think it will. And when you pull out that Molotov cocktail, and that starlet in the front row screams, and her bodyguard rushes you, and several bodyguards of the Nightingale rush you, you become apprehended. You get dragged off stage. The crowd is in a tizzy. And just before you are about to be taken into a back room and made an example of, you see the fat cat who is sitting at the back of the place. His presence alone stops these goons who are about to make sure that you never come back to this place. And he says, "Hands off the bird." They unhand you in an instant. With one flick of his cigar, he ashes on the ground, and the men leave. He puts the stogie in his mouth. The cloud envelops your whole face as you're sitting there with a fresh Molotov cocktail, recently stamped out, but still in your hands. They didn't get to take it from you. And he just waits, and finally he speaks. "So, you don't really want to sing here, do you? You just came to bring a smile to my face and a danger to my patrons." And he strokes your cheek.
Does this mean you don't want an encore?
"Depends. How fiery you gonna get then?" And he leans in uncomfortably close. "You are alone in this room. What can I do for you, doll?"
Well, someone that I care about is hurt, and there are some strange things that are happening with the light and the dark and just people being scared. And I know what it's like to be scared. And I just need to know who's supplying the moonshine that just so happened to accidentally get mixed up with our shipment.
All right. I'm going to have you do a knowledge roll. You've met this man. You are standing your ground right now. You know the kind of man that he is. Give me a knowledge roll. You need one success, and we'll see how it goes.
One success.
Got it!
As you ask where the liquor is coming from, this hardened man, this man whose skin looks like an exoskeleton, it's so stiff and sun-drenched and leathery, softens instantly. He looks at you with a beaming smile. "That's my songbird. Oh, babe, that song you just sang. I saw fireworks. It was the most beautiful song. Did you see that standing ovation, baby? I knew once you came here, you would light this place up. You and me were good together. You singing, me with a joint like this, you with lungs like that." And he puts his arm around you, and the weight of him is so heavy.
Did you call it a standing ovation when everyone got up and ran out because of a Molotov cocktail?
I'm obsessed. Yeah. in a way, people did stand.
I'm gonna take it.
And as he continues to speak, praising you, adoring your performance that just a few minutes ago he had you removed from stage, his eyes go white. You ask about the liquor. He goes quiet. You look around the room. There's bottles. That same bottle that you saw, that you've been drinking, that your patrons have been drinking, that he's been drinking. Who knows how many shipments? The labyrinth symbol. There's an empty glass on his desk. Hey, doll, I can't see. Hey, doll, are you still there? This man who is hulking now sounds soft, almost younger. He doesn't sound as menacing. I can't see. Hey, what happened? I can't see nothing. I can't. Hey. And he reaches out and tries to find where your form was. This man suddenly in fear as his eyes stop working.
I grab his hand.
Do you see it? I can feel it. I can feel. You see it, right?
I don't know what's happening. And
no, it's...
You have to know something. Where did you get this supply from?
He is lost in thought, reacting and saying words not pertaining to your question. He seems to be occasionally answering questions about, I think the answer is 42? No, not there. Go over here. And how many times do I gotta tell you, doll, I don't want you in here? And he does a smack across the face, not to you, to someone, to some phantom, as this man is going through memories, scenarios, you're not sure, but your question gets through to him. I didn't want to buy it. But I couldn't buy from the Sheldons no more. The Sheldons cut me off. So there was a new guy in town. A new guy. I'm just a new guy. I'll never be nobody.
Please give me... listen, I understand. I'm trying to help. I want help for you. I want help for my friends. Please just tell me everything you know. I need you to fight through this and just tell me what you know.
Okay. How many dice do you have left?
1.
I would like you to roll it. I would like you to roll intuition. You have 1 die in your dynamic dice pool left. I would like you to try to reach him.
I would like to roll with advantage.
Okay, burn that insight. Roll with advantage. And remove the lowest die.
2 1s. Oh no! And
I'm so
cursed.
Sometimes the dice just want to tell a story.
The dice are trying to tell a different story today.
The dice are trying to tell a different story, and that is okay. Because this was just your attempt to reach him, to understand him, to help bring him out of whatever he is sinking into. And in a flash, you are not the person in the room with him. You can see that clear as day on his face. This man who is going through so many emotions, up, down, young, screaming, in control, confused, angry. The fat cat grabs you fully like a rag doll, lifts you up and hoists you over his shoulder. And he starts shambling out of the Nightingale Club. No matter how hard you fight, you rolled 2 1s. This man has you firmly on his arm. He is taking you, and there is nothing you can do about it. He is removing you. You are somebody who he is mad at, someone from his life, someone who he doesn't know how to regulate with. And you are the target. And he puts you in that car, and he gets in. And within a split second, he has a gun trained on you. Now don't go speaking. Don't go speaking. You know I don't like when you speak. And he takes off. That's where we leave you. Where did you run to, Sophia?
So as Naomi is standing and walking towards me, I think when I'm running away, I fall and I'm doing the back pedal where I'm like on my butt scooting away, and I feel like for a second I see Baxter barking at her. And that gives me like the strength to kind of get up and run.
Absolutely, you do.
And so knowing that there is this person that could be responsible for everything in the next room.
Yeah.
I I kind of swallow down my fear, and my fear turns into anger.
You see the 2 cops that you came here with leave that room, the interrogation room, empty cups of water in their hands. They're sort of rubbing their eyes and stretching over their forehead as they clearly have not been making headway. But they leave the room unattended as they go to fill up their coffee cups or whatever they fill their cups with.
So I think like when I kind of burst out of the room, I'm trying to it is clear that I am somebody who is upset. I've been crying for, it doesn't seem out of place.
Yeah.
I'd like to kind of sidle by the cops and go into the room.
Great. I'm going to have you do just one quick agility roll to see if you get past them without them seeing.
Oh, but I really wanted to save my successes to talk to this man.
I will say your interrogation, I'm going to count that as a different scene. You'll be entering a new room with new people. That will be a new scene. This is just from the hallway to see those last few dice were just to see if you can get past the cops.
So then I'm going to roll 3 remaining dice to see if I can hit my agility, which I don't.
Okay.
But what do I have? Nope. I like to use an insight.
Okay, great.
How do I do that again? I can, is that another add to reroll one?
You could add something in the scene that wasn't there before that would help you.
Like a distraction, or they can...
Orderlies walking by with a curtain on.
Yeah, and I just hide behind the curtain. Okay, perfect.
That's great. You try to sneak in the office, but as soon as they get outside the door, they sort of... you assume that they're both leaving, and the one goes, "Don't forget to grab me a cup of coffee and put a little splash of you-know-what in it." Yeah, okay. And the one looks like they're going to stay and keeps their hand on the door as you go behind. And just then, a big sheet to separate during surgery, a room divider is sort of rushed through and sort of smacks the officer, and he goes stumbling forward as you slip in the door. And there's a big commotion, and they're going to be fighting outside for a bit. So you have this interrogation room all to yourself. And the moment you enter, you see a short, stocky, brown-haired man. He has his hands over his eyes. He is in a position slumped over. He too looks like he's been crying. And when he hears you enter, he looks up, his eyes white as marbles. Hello? Is someone... Nurse Allie?
This is not Nurse Allie. I know that you've been talking with the cops for a long time. And I understand that you've been here for several hours. And maybe the cops don't believe you. Maybe you have some information that you're not sharing. Or maybe you're responsible for all of this.
Look, I keep telling you, it was a monster. It wasn't him. I swear I didn't see him. I swear, I just...
And he hears like I'm assuming the floor is metal, and there's like maybe a metal chair and like the scrape of metal onto the floor as I sit close to him.
You take a seat closer to this man. He is trembling. He looks weak. Who knows how long he has been awake. He's covered in dirt. His hair is disheveled. He's got nice clothes. You know this man. This is a regular. You may not have had any personal interactions, but you've seen this face. This man comes to the Clover all the time.
Hey, I know you. You come to the bar all the time.
I didn't mean to hurt Peter. I just...
Tell me about the monster.
It was huge. It was big. It was towering over me, and it was telling me all sorts of horrible things. It was telling me I was nothing. It was telling me I don't know. I just...
Well, think carefully, because right now, if it's not you, then you are our best shot at figuring out what did this and what's happening to our our town.
Please roll an intuition.
Full pool.
This is now a new scene. Okay.
Yes, this is full pool. You are now in the investigation scene. I'm treating this like this would be a social scene. So like a structured scene would be for combat, this would be for verbal blows.
Okay, I'm going to roll, investigation will be wits. Is that correct?
Oh, no, sure. If you want to argue for wits.
Which
I was having you do in intuition, but if you want to, how would you like to try to connect to this person?
I can do intuition. I just have a better score in wit.
Sure. And yeah, you can argue if you want to put some different kinds of clues together.
You totally can argue for your better score.
Yeah, absolutely argue for your better score.
So I'm going to, argue for wits because I know that he is a regular. He comes to the bar.
Yep.
And his eyes are the same shade of white as Naomi's.
Yes.
And so there's something weird going on. And I want to say that the reason why I carry Baxter's fur in my locket is because Baxter protected me from something very scary.
Yeah. You got one.
I got one. I got it. One success. Whew. I'm so glad I argued for it.
Yeah. You do see Baxter. Baxter has been in your view all day. Now that you really think about it, Baxter is there. You see him. You're not just thinking about him. Baxter is there and he is tugging on this man's leg. He is pulling him from the chair. He is hurting him. Mm-hmm. You know this behavior. This is what Baxter used to do with the turkeys. And as you really believe that Baxter is there and this man is reacting like a dog is pulling on his leg, he's reaching down. He touches Baxter. And together, you feel lighter. You feel strange. The hospital around you is a little bit more tight. The walls feel smaller all of a sudden. There is a glow about it, even though you can't feel. But for some reason, it's purple. And the man in front of you is no longer your patron. This poor man, this poor fisherman. It's your father.
Oh.
You are not in a hospital. You are on a farm. There are turkeys everywhere. Your dog is by your side, but your dog isn't by your side. Check again. No, Baxter was there. He was pulling on the man and we're at the farm. The farm. You look up again and everything is burned. Your farm laid to ruin. Carcasses of turkeys lay strewn about. Your dog by your side. Bled out.
Jesus.
You blink. He's there. Awake. Like nothing happened. The man grabs you out of your vision. He's so close to your face. You should have stayed. You should have stayed there. You don't belong here. You don't belong here. I don't belong here. None of us belong here. You should have stayed on that farm. You're nothing here. What? You're nothing here. You're nothing here. And he shoves you against the wall. Make a reaction.
Oh, gosh. Shoves me against the wall, and I'd like to use melee combat to get him off me or to dodge or to push him away.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm going to fight this man.
He's screaming at you.
5. 1 success. Yes, a success.
And this is to dodge?
This is to
shove him back.
Shove him back. Yeah.
Great. He is screaming at you. You don't belong here. You are nothing. You are just a farm girl. And you hear the voice of your father mixed with this horrible sound. This horrible sound. One of those die is now permanently a horror as you hear the sound of something unearthly come out of this fisherman's mouth, something that is not what human beings should be able to hear. But the shock of that, you shove this man and he falls to the ground. And the smack of the head on the back of the linoleum. And in an instant, he's finished. He stands up, eyes still white as a sheet. And he drunkenly walks out, following something, but nothing. But he pays you no more mind. He keeps walking, muttering, singing. In dreams I hear a melody. He's joined. There is a harmony. Naomi. A hymn straight up from hell. A third voice joins. You see Peter walking with them, all shambling down the hospital.
Hi,
A haunting song of woe and warning.
I'd like to use...
Do you have any die left?
I have one.
You have one die left?
Yep.
You may do one attempt before we change scenes.
Honestly, I'm going to use this die to, run out of the hospital. I need to leave because I need to find Bootsy and Iffy right away.
Great. Make... what role would you like to do?
Athletics. Or I could use wits. Actually, no, I'm going to use wits. I'm going to weave through the singers who are entranced, so I can kind of slip through them instead of bursting out. That is a failure.
That is a failure. You run. You try to move past them, but the moment your foot steps on equal ground, the moment you are toe to toe, you go blind. You don't know it for sure, but your eyes are.